Hi there, this is Aveda. Thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel, Embrace Natural Beauty. I'd like to thank you also for some of the comments and some of the messages that I've been able to go back and forth with you on Facebook or Instagram with regard to your wash routine or your wash and go in particular. And I hope that I've been able to answer some of your questions. There may be some lingering ones. Please know that I love responding to any questions that you have, any comments that you have, any feedback, anything like that, because I like to make this interactive. Me talking to a camera is nowhere near as fun as interacting with you, but at least I need to get it started, and here I am sharing with you in this particular video my updated wash routine that's been kind of updating for the past couple of months since I uploaded the video in April. I've made some changes, and what I do with changes is I make them subtly, so it takes me a good while to get to determining whether or not I've got something that I want to hold on to, because I try bits and pieces gradually. There are 4 specific things that I changed about my wash routine that you're going to see in this video. The first thing is the way that I apply my cleanser. The second is the way that I detangle my hair. The third is how I'm addressing the low porosity section of my hair. And then fourth is I have 2 new staple products. So please stay tuned, and I will be back at the end of the video to discuss and ask you a few questions. So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you. This is a typical wash day. I get up and first thing in the morning, begin to wash my hair. So I do like to make sure the temperature is not too high. Always try to keep it Notice how I drench my hair with little effort on the front and the sides. The low porosity section, I squeeze the hair while drenching to encourage some moisture absorption. I started using an applicator bottle to apply my shampoo after watching a video by Ashley Nicole here on YouTube at Yours Naturally 11. Thank you, Ashley. I fill half of the bottle with warm water and add a generous amount of shampoo. It really helps to get the shampoo directly on and to saturate the scalp for thorough cleansing. After cleansing the scalp, I pulled the shampoo down the length of the hair and began to section in preparation for detangling, starting with my fingers. My goal was to remove shed and broken hairs to reduce single strand knots and tangling. I rinsed out the shampoo and applied generous amounts of conditioner. The amount I show you here I did 3 times. If I put too much in my hand, it ends up on the tub and not my hair. Using the wide tooth comb, I continue to detangle. After detangling, I rinse the conditioner out and apply my deep conditioner. I'm trying to show you the amount I used. This was my 3rd scoop of this amount for the section. I applied equal amounts to the ends, the middle, and the top. Now I'm spreading it through for complete coverage. I'm using Honey and Sage Deep Conditioner by Alikay Naturals. Been using since July, and it's a keeper, one of my new staples. A gentle detangle with the wide tooth comb before putting into a 2-strand twist to keep the section from retangling, which happens immediately after detangling. See? As the 2 front sections are deep conditioning, I create 3 more sections. I separate the low porosity section into 2 parts for better manageability. Very important to note, I have not applied conditioner yet. I want to make sure I get the cuticle layer lifted and get some moisture in before adding conditioner. To gently lift the cuticle, I use the Cure-Redo. I'm using the Cure-Redo, which is a handheld steamer that I heard about in conversation with Coils of Essence at a natural hair meetup. You can see her at Coils of Essence here on YouTube. Thank you, girl. The steam is pretty hot, so I keep it moving, not leaving it in one spot for too long. I'm not pulling the Curative through the ends because of the tangles. I'm not going to rip through my hair. After about 2 minutes of this, I drench the section with water as hot as I can bear it on my skin. If it's too hot on my skin, it's too hot for my hair. I can feel the difference in my hair while I'm pulling the conditioner through. It feels very similar to the rest of my hair, whereas normally it feels thick, rough, and dry. I'm going to show you how it looked after I wore it in a wash and go, unplanned, for 10 days. It dried out much quicker than the rest of my hair, even though I got the moisture in. I'm going to repeat the same steps on the other side.
I just want to say really quickly, it's not going to feel smooth just because you got some moisture in there, because you have to remember it's just clean hair. There's no conditioner on it. So once you put the conditioner on it, it should feel smooth then. So now I'm going to put conditioner on. So now your hair will feel soft because the conditioner is coating your hair.
I wore the processing cap for 10 minutes to deep condition. I rinsed the front sections with cool water to reduce the amount of shrinkage, but the low porosity section I rinse with water as hot as I can bear it on my skin to help keep the cuticle from closing completely, because I want it to absorb some of the leave-in conditioner. This is my new staple leave-in conditioner, Shea Moisture Shea Butter Leave-In Conditioner with jojoba oil, aloe vera, and vitamin E. I apply the leave-in conditioner the same way that I apply the condition and deep conditioner, fully covering the hair, but never on the scalp. The only thing I put on my scalp is shampoo. This entire wash routine took about 90 minutes.
Now that you've had an opportunity to see my latest wash routine and all that I go through with my low porosity hair and all of that, I just wanted to remind you of a couple of things. For starters, natural hair is so unique that each person's makeup, composition of hair, curl pattern, texture, density, porosity levels, all of those mixtures, it varies from person to person. And even within the same family, there are so many degrees of variations when it comes to natural hair. So as you watch someone else do certain techniques or use certain products and you try them on yourself, please don't be frustrated if it doesn't work out exactly the same way. Just understand that that person's composition of their hair is going to be different from yours. Absolutely going to be different from yours. So what you're trying to do and what we're hoping will take place within this sharing environment on YouTube is that they are starter points. They are actually, it gives you a way to consider something that you may not have considered before. Another thing that I want you to be aware of is with your wash routine, you may need to clarify if you are using a lot of product, because product on top of product causes product buildup. It's cumulative, and the more product you have building up on your scalp and on your hair is going to require some more deep cleansing in order to remove it. So if you notice there's a difference between the way that I do my wash and the way that you do yours, understand that you may want to make adjustments according to what you are doing with the level of products and the amount of products and how often you apply products to your hair, and just take those things into consideration. Make your routine your own. Use these videos from me and from other people as starting points, as guides, but still your wash routine is going to need to be specific to you. Another thing that I just wanted to touch upon as it relates to our wash routine is that you notice I have low porosity hair in a portion of my head.
Some of you I know I've been talking with have low porosity hair, and probably majority of your hair is low porosity. The way that we address low porosity hair can differ because the degrees of porosity are going to vary. It could vary on the same strand of hair. You can have, like, say for example, you can have, high porosity hair at the end because these are the older hairs. They've been worn out more, so you've lost pieces of the cuticle layer. And then as you go closer up toward the root, it could be very, very, very extremely low porosity. So it can vary on the same head or on the same strand of hair. And how you address that low porosity is going to depend on, just how the degrees of porosity it is. For me, working with the steamer has been helpful. I know that there's a very popular method that's growing in popularity on YouTube and other social media sites. It's called the maximum hydration method. And I know that it's designed specifically for people with low porosity hair who have been struggling to get moisture into their hair. And so with that method, there are a lot of steps, and people are, substituting certain things or what have you. And I'm curious to know if any of my viewers are actually using the maximum hydration method. And if you are, how is it working for you? Are you seeing some improvement in your hair's ability to absorb moisture and retain moisture? Are you seeing an improvement perhaps with your wash and go or other techniques that you are using to style your hair? And on the reverse, on the flip side, are any of you experiencing any negative adverse effects after having started to use the maximum hydration method? Breakage, brittle, dry, brittle hair, just anything that, it's not necessarily, working the same way for your hair as it may work for someone else who also has low porosity hair. If you want to just dialogue with me about that, I just would like to see where you're at, see how you're progressing, and see where I may be of any way of assistance to you, because I do care tremendously. And then I also wanted to ask, I don't know if I mentioned this, are any of you using bentonite clay? And aside from the maximum hydration method, because I know that's a part of one of the steps, but are any of you using bentonite clay for deep cleansing? I think I mentioned apple cider vinegar. I'm going to have to edit this out if I did. But yeah, I just want to know some of the things that you're using to ensure that your hair is being cleansed properly, because clean hair is what you need in order to remove any barriers of product buildup so that you can get adequate amount of water and moisture into your hair, because our hair desperately needs moisture. With that said, I think I covered everything. With that said, I am so very happy just to be in front of you all, and I love the comments. I really do. I love the questions, and I love dialoguing with you. So please continue to comment in the section below, or connect with me on Instagram or Facebook or email, and stay tuned. I have another video coming up shortly, and look forward to sharing that with you soon. Until then, many blessings. Take care.